Hi guys, just a quick little video. It's kind of an add-on to something Clipper King said in one of his videos, one of his repose videos that he's done that I didn't, in all honesty, think I'd like. I didn't think I'd enjoy them. I thought, oh god, this is going to be a bit boring. But they've turned out really good. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the kind of more laid-back version. Not that he's really prim and proper and anyway, but I really like that. It almost felt, and I've said this before to him, it felt like we were just a fly on the wall and that he did this anyway and thought, sod it, I might as well film it, which is what he kind of explained is what he was doing. Obviously he talks more than he would do because he doesn't sit there talking to himself. I'm assuming, might be wrong, Rick might sit and talk to himself in all his videos, like at home all the time, not sure. No, I'm imagining he doesn't. So yeah, he just basically shows us how he cleans the figure, and which is a lot simpler than I thought. And I've got my own paintbrush now that I'm going to start using, my own version of Excalibur, as he calls it. I need to think of a cool name actually for my paintbrush because Excalibur's taken. I'm not going to film all of mine because he's doing that. I'm not going to tread on his toes with that. I think that's his idea, and he does it well because he has really good ideas for his reposing, and I love the poses he puts. Not all the time. I think some of them aren't. They're a personal taste, but some of his poses are shit hot, and I've said that to him, and I nick them. And if he's got a problem, I'll happily not nick them. But I'm pretty sure he said before, feel free to take the poses and use them on other figures, which I have done. And his latest one, where he's got Superman kind of launching off the top of the cabinet, I've got a sneaky little idea that I might try with, now that you've seen it, with my Clark Kent, if I can get it to work. I need to have a think about it. I want to do it well. I don't want it to look shit. So once I've got bored of it, I might have a sneaky idea of using a wire on my Clark Kent. But we'll see. And kind of having him jumping off the top of the cabinet like he's jumped out of the window, which I know he does in one of the films. Again, not sure which, but yeah. So I might steal that idea because I thought that was really clever. But yeah. Anyway, the point of this video, if there is one, other than me just loving the sound of my own voice, clearly, is that Rick mentions the crotch grabbing cradle system on some of his stands, and I'd never really noticed a problem before, but that's because I hadn't really looked at my figures that closely. And then my True Type, because I got it all in box and new, came with a plain cradle system, and I thought, oh nice, I can use that on my if you've seen my part 2 of my custom figure for my Captain America Steve Rogers custom. And because if I can't get the door, which I talked about, I want him running, and yeah, I want him mid-run. Sorry about the long pause. Yeah, I want him mid-run. So he's like sprinting, like he's sprinting after the Hydra operative, because I think that would look really nice, a nice dynamic pose, because he'll look a bit dull just stood there. And so I was having a play when I got it back in the cabinet just to see how I could get it to run, and I stood him on his stand, and I'll show you his stand now. And it's something, because like I said, it's going back to what Rick said. That is the stand that he came with, and as you can see, this cradle on it, this crotch grabber, is a proper ball pincher. Look how tight that is. And when he stands on that, because he's not, obviously I've not got him in here now, I've put him back in the cabinet, but he's obviously, I've got one leg behind him, so he's only balancing on one leg. So it was really important that the stand was really good. And what I've got is this piece of shit that they've done. And I tried, because it's obviously, if you've never seen these before, they're just like a triangle of wire metal that just slots in and out of the slot at the top. I didn't realise that when I first saw them. I thought they were independent rods. But yeah, there's no problem with it when it's out. It's not. It's just when you slot it in, it's a proper ball pincher, and I'm scared for him. I'm scared for little Steve that I'm going to crush his nads, and there'll be no baby Rogers. But it's when it gets in there, and it's just. Yeah, it's just a letdown, really. Like Rick says, it'd just be nice, Hot Toys, if you can have a little bit of consistency with your bollock grabber stands. Excuse swearing, but of just let's have them the same, yeah. Let's have them all a little bit more open than that. I mean, come on. He's a super soldier. You imagine he's going to have his member's going to be a little bit bigger than that piddly gap. That's nothing. But I tried fixing it myself, and it's not really having it. So I'm going to use, as Rick suggested on some videos before, getting a flight stand. I've got myself, I bought it ages ago from a recommendation he made, a new Goblin stand, because out of all the flight stands, I think the base of that is quite generic. It looks like it could be concrete or anything, and so I'm going to probably end up having to use that for it. I didn't want to. I wanted him on a normal stand, just looking like he's running, but I couldn't do that because of the this ridiculously tight, ball grabbing little cradle it's got on it. So yeah, that was just a little video I thought I'd upload. I've essentially realised that I've spent the entire time talking about Steve Rogers' balls and ball grabbing, and that's it's pretty much a nonsense video. There's nothing, you're not gaining anything from watching this at all, and I wholeheartedly admit that. It's just me talking. It's me essentially just giving you my pointless opinion about stands. But I just thought I'd say, because I know Rick mentioned it in one of his videos, that in his Repose video, that these stands are a little bit shit at times, and I have to agree, they are a little bit shit at times. Yeah, that's all really. I apologise for sitting and talking to you for seven-ish minutes about bollocks and about stands that hold bollocks, but hi ho, you've watched it now, so yay! Cheers guys, see you around.